What's up, guys? There's been a lot of people asking me for a toolbox tour, so today's the day.
So man in the country that I know, no money in what he used to grow. No, he don't care what people think. When a farmer turns into a hippie, times are hard in Mississippi.
What's up, guys? There's been a lot of people asking me for a toolbox tour, so today's the day. We'll start out with my new box. I just got this past Friday. It's a KRL 1032, 72 inches long. So let's just get started. We'll go with the top drawer. This is my socket drawer. I spent a lot of time today. I went over all my impact sockets with some Penetrol by Shears and got them all nice and shiny and clean. We'll start on this side. This is all standard. This is all metric. Of course, I'm way weaker on my metric stuff than I am my standard stuff. We'll start over here on the far left side. I've got a 3/4 inch drive Craftsman ratchet here. All of these are 3/4 inch drive sockets. They go up to 2.5 inch. I got quite a few little sockets in here we'll talk about real quick. This was my first snap-on socket that I ever got. It was 1.8 inches. Out of all the sockets in this drawer, they're all replaceable except for this one. I'll give you a little quick story on this one real quick. As you can see, it's got my name in it there in cursive. And it's got my dad's name on this side. This was the first socket I ever got. I was probably about 3rd grade, however old you are when you first start learning how to write cursive. And my dad engraved my name on there and showed me how an engraver worked, and that was my first socket. So if every one of these sockets come up missing in this drawer, I don't really give a crap. This is the one that means something to me. But anyway, we'll do a quick rundown. This is for caging off brake chambers. It's a snap-on 3/4 inch. Back here, 1/2 inch drive impacts, deep and shallows. I got 3/8 semi-deeps and shallows and some deeps. Here's 1/4 inch semis. Sorry, these are deeps. Semis, and then there's the shallows. These are, of course, 1/2 inch drives, snap-on impacts. A little mixture, some Capri stuff, little monster set I got. Moving on to this side, on my metrics, some snap-on deeps. I don't really have a whole lot of metric stuff, not near as much as I need. I got enough kind of to get by between all my little kits, but I'm gonna have to add some to my metrics. Of course, these are shallow snap-on impacts, 1/4 inch semis, deeps. Back here's 3/8 snap-on shallows, semis. I just picked these up last week from Shears. They're Craftsman. They go up to 36 millimeter. I think I got them for like $29 or something. It was a super awesome deal on them. You guys might want to check on that. And I just picked up some new impact adapters, so I could use them because I broke so much of my Carlisle stuff. So I went with some snap-on stuff, so hopefully it's going to hold up a little better. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much my top drawer, and we'll move on from here. All right, my second drawer, my wrench drawer. Of course, you can tell I'm pretty weak on my metric side. I'm real strong on my standard side. These are the new Milwaukee wrenches that I got. I really like these. I've got a link down in the description that you can get these off of Amazon. Top notch, it's hard to beat them. We'll just start over here, Snap On, and then some of my larger wrenches are Bluepoints. I got some gear wrenches that go up to 1 inch, some crow's feet there. Some miscellaneous wrenches here that Craig Durbin sent me. These are the new 0 offset snap-ons. All of these crow's feet, Craig sent me as well. These here are Cornwell. This is the 10-inch adjustable wrench. As you can see, it's got the teeth in it, kind of like a flank drive. They're twisted. They fit your hand really well, and you're pushing on the flat side instead of this side. I like these a lot. Those are worth the money. Over here on the metric side, we have snap-on line wrenches. We have Carlisle, just regular metric wrenches. Some more gear wrench. This is one of the things that I regretted buying. It's a piece of crap. So if you guys are thinking about buying one, save your money. It is the ratcheting line wrench by Gear Wrench. It is a piece of junk. So I tried to use it the other day on an injector line and it sucked bad. Anyway, that's my wrench drawer. We'll move down here to my ratchet drawer. All of these here are 1/2-inch drives. These here are 3/8 drives. All of these. These here are the quarters, of course. All of these are snap-on that's in here. I take a lot of pride in my ratchets. Every time I use them, I wipe them down with a tub of towels and make sure they're clean. I'm really proud of my ratchets. Over here on this side, I got some miscellaneous ratchets and stuff. Wobble Plus, a couple of the regular snap-on wobble extensions. I even got some 3/4-inch snap-on stuff. Of course, I got some new grips. And this is probably one of my favorite old school ratchets. It's a Bluegrass. My uncle gave me this thing when I was a little boy. And as you can tell, it's loose as a goose, but she's still a good fine thread. I love that old ratchet. That's probably what made me fall in love with the comfort grip. And while we're on the topic of comfort grip, you can see I have very few standard grips. This is one of my first snap-on ratchets that I ever got, and I like it a lot. And you can see it's not the greatest of ratchets compared to what they have now. Big difference in them. And this one here was actually a total replacement on a warranty. I just had that done a couple of weeks ago. I had the original one that the head was stripped out on it, and Hamilton didn't have the kit on his truck, so he gave me a brand new ratchet. Can't hardly beat that snap-on warranty there. But anyway, that's my ratchet extension drawer. We'll move on. This drawer here, of course, is my screwdriver drawer. This is the only green tools that I have. They're the trim removal tools. He didn't have them in red, so that's what I got. This was the original pick sets that I bought. As you can see, they're the standard pick sets. I never ever use these anymore since I bought the flat tip ones. These are the way to go. If you're looking for a radiator hose pick set, buy these, don't buy those. You'll love these when they're done. Standard pick set. These here are seal picks. As you can see, it looks like a little baby hockey stick. This is my favorite one out of the whole bunch. I love this set. Got the long picks, Snap On torques. These here are the Craftsman, they call them impact screwdrivers. When you put it down, you can hit it and it'll assist you in turning it. Those are a real good deal. I got them on special. I think it was 2 of them for 20 bucks at Shears. It's hard to beat that. Back here we got cabinet screwdrivers. This is a 1/4 inch nut driver, and it can also be used an extension. Here I have a impact driver set. I have a snap-on ratchet and screwdriver. I have a mini screwdriver set. Here's just a regular screwdriver set from Snap-on, a soft grip or whatever. Here's some Wias. They're fabulous screwdrivers. There's a link to those also in my description if you guys want to check them out. That there's just a standard bit set. But anyway, that's pretty much my screwdriver drawer. This here's my pliers drawer. These things actually look really, really rough. They had a lot of rust on them where I'd used them. As you can see, it's got a lot of rust down on the inside of them here. I actually had to soak these in vinegar and clean them up. And the vinegar kind of eat like I guess it was a clear coat off of them. But anyway, I keep them oiled. They still look great now. Over here we have some Wia stuff. I'm a big fan of Wia. I really like their stuff. Here's their cable, or those, what do they call them, power cutters. You see how that works. Push the power button, get more leverage. These things are fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Anyway, moving on, we have regular Snap-on pliers set. We have a mini plier set, remote pliers. I use these things a pretty good bit. I don't know what you call them. They're kind of like doctor's tools. They work pretty good. And I think they're called hemostats or something, but they're awesome for pinching off little airlines. I think I got those at Walmart in the fishing department, actually. They were just a couple dollars. Those are great. Here is my vampire tool sets. This here is the greatest thing since a pocket on a shirt. These are the original 8-inch Van pliers. They have the teeth in them. These things will grab screws like you would not believe. This, in my opinion, is the best pair of pliers on the market today, especially for removing screws, nails, or anything else. There's a link to these down in the description of this video if you guys would like to check them out. You can get them off of Amazon, or you can go to vampiretools.com, use the code KOON15, KOON15, save 15%, and get free shipping as long as you live in the continental United States. Can't hardly beat that. But here's the needle nose version of them. These here are the smaller version. I think they're the 6-inch pliers. Here's the slip joint version, and the Kevlar shears. The one I use most is the 8-inch. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I got some Bluepoint snap ring pliers, hose clamps, just miscellaneous stuff. There's a set of long nose snap-ons. PWZs, I love them a lot. These are probably my favorite of all pliers. Bobby Salvage Rods sent me these. They are the Knipex version of the PWZs. I've only used these one time. Very nice pliers. And that's a Lang snap ring plier set. That's pretty much my pliers. We'll move to the next one. This one here is my hammer and pry bar drawer. These here are Craftsman's. I got the whole set for $20 on sale, and they're made by Wild. It's real hard to beat them. This is a Bluepoint seal driver, or seal puller. Snap-on ladies foot, Pittsburgh punch and chisel set. Yes, they come from Harbor Freight. That's probably the best thing I ever purchased from Harbor Freight as a total. We've got This here's the Bash Dead Blow, the Bash Ball Peen. Those are fantastic hammers. A couple of snap-ons, rivet guns, some rivets, and a snap-on pry bar set. One of the things that I have here is the snap-on. It's actually a body hammer. It's probably one of my favorite tools that I have for driving in seals. This thing is amazing. It's great. If you guys are looking for something to help you get some seals in, you don't want to have to buy a bunch of expensive seal driver kits, take a look at these because they're worth the money. Anyway, that's my hammer drawer. Bottom drawer, as you can see, use the scanner a lot. I leave my ProLink Ultra out so it's easy to get to. This is a Dale Tough Book and the connector for it, and that's got the Davy software for my pack cars on it. This here is a Bosch scanner. Here is a bore scope. This here is a Milwaukee Grease Gun. Bobby Salvador sent that to me. That thing is worth its weight in gold. Fantastic, but this is probably my most expensive drawer out of all my drawers, and it's the one that I use more than probably any other tool that I own. Moving over here. This is my light drawer. This is the OEM quick change lights. You can change the heads on them really easy. It's got the standard flashlight head, the flat head, the flex head. Super great light system. This here is one of my favorite lights that I use. It's an OEM. The part number is 25997. This thing is super bright. It's got 3 settings on it. Really strong magnets, and the battery life is amazing on this thing. You can run this thing for a couple of weeks before you need to charge on it. I just got these in. They're rubber boots that go over the end of it to keep it from scratching paint. Here's my original snap-on light. I love that thing. It's 350 lumens. This is the aluminum housing one, and it is 750 lumens. Super awesome light. This here is the Slide King light. This was sent to me by Ken the Lawn Guy. A really nice light. This one here was sent to me by Justin ATV. It is the Big Larry by Nebo. It's a really nice light as well. Here we got the OTC light, super nice light, and it's got a pretty bright UV function on it. That's why I use it. I'm real fond of this one. I like it for the UV capabilities, and it's rechargeable. Got another OEM light. As you can see, it's not very bright, and this was the best one I had until the OEM light. And I got a backup for my stream light if my battery's down. But that's my light drawer. We'll move on down. This here, I'm just kind of starting putting it together. It's the Langmaster filler gauge set. That is a link to that's in my description as well. That is the most complete set of filler gauges you'll ever ask for. It is super awesome. Injector height tool for the Detroits. This is just stuff, you know, a nut driver that I use to do, like when we do overheads and stuff like that, and metric standard Craftsman nut drivers. This drawer's just got a Craftsman bit set in it. I got a lot of other stuff that I hadn't got put in here. Like I say, I just got this box Friday, so I'm looking at my 3rd day, so I hadn't really got everything set up, but that's what I got in that drawer. This drawer is my power drawer. I know you guys are probably wondering why I got 2 batteries in there wrapped in plastic, but I'm pretty simple. To me, that helps me keep them separated. Fully charged batteries, I stick them back in the bag that they come in, and that way, I'm a little weird. I'll run my batteries down before I recharge them, and that keeps them separated. This is the 3/8 M18. This is the 1/2 inch fuel M18. Both of those were sent to me by Bobby Salvador's. This is the M12 fuel 3/8 ratchet. Snap-on CT761, Snap-on light, Snap-on 1/4 inch hex driver. Of course, there's the Cobalt 24 brushless and the light that goes with it. And this here was the first kind of battery ratchet I ever had. It's Skill, but it's made by Bosch. Really nice ratchet. I've had that for a while. But that's my power drawer. We'll move on. All right, In this drawer, I got a Dremel Kit, propane torches. This is fuel for my, kind of my little lighter that I use to do heat shrink with. This is a OTC slide hammer kit, another rechargeable light, and a Milwaukee bag for my ratchet. Anyway, guys, that's what I got in the KRL 1032. So now we'll move over to the 55-inch box, and I'll show you guys what we got in there. All right, guys, this is my KRL 722. It's a 55-inch box. Top drawer is kind of my electronic drawer, electrical diagnosis drawer, whatever you want to call it. Got a Power Pro Master Combo Kit, some miscellaneous electrical connection fittings, lots and lots of heat shrink. I love heat shrink, I use it all the time. I got an OTC test light as well as a Snap-on. This is the EECT 400, I believe is the name of it. Test light, that's super awesome. A couple of micro torches to go with my heat shrink, liquid electrical tape. This is some more Vampire tools. These are actually wire strippers, and you can use this to cut off heat shrink that's already been on there if you need to use it. This is an amazing tool. And I've got a little pair of the Vampire tools, electrical shears. These things work great for getting in stuff and cutting out nasty wearing jobs. My favorite crimpers, I know a lot of people probably like the little combo crimpers, but I'm not too fond. One does it all. I prefer to have my strippers and my crimpers. I just feel like I do a better job with my electrical connections when I use those. So those are my two go-tos. I got a wireless Monster light. Of course, that's a spark plug indicator. Of course, safety glasses, multiple fuses. These are the big 60 amp fuses. These are 50 amp fuses. The Lang retractable test lead kits. I've got a 14.4 Snap-on light. These here, actually, the yellow ones help you with a UV dye soldering iron, Snap-on multimeter, Craftsman multimeter, and my Snap-on thermal imager. But that's pretty much my electrical drawer, guys. So we'll go to the next one. All right, in this drawer, I've got the Snap-on 1/2-inch torque wrench, split beam, the Snap-on 3/8 torque wrench, also split beam. I've also got a 3/4, but it's too big for my box, so I have to leave it in the parts room. This is a pressed-on handheld refractometer. It tests for antifreeze and DEF fluid. There's an antifreeze tester as well. This here is a fuel line and transmission disconnect tool set. This is a power steering puller set. These are some larger, cheap Chinesium wrenches. This is a Capri blowgun with the extra long tip. All these are various different nozzles, and just a little cheapy blowgun and a Cornwell. Anyway, that's that drawer. I'll go to the next one. This drawer, I got some Carlisle T-handle Hex, or Allens, whatever you want to call them. I also have these with us. I have these listed in the description. There's a link to them on Amazon. These things are nice. They've got the ball on the end, but what I like about it, you can spin it, and it makes it a lot easier to get them out. This is a fantastic set, very nice set. It's the metric and the standards. Of course, here's the metric T-handles. Or sorry, these are the standard T-handles, and the red are metrics. Links to all of those are on there through Amazon if you guys are interested in those. This is kind of just some extra stuff that I had, some Black & Decker bit sets and some impact sets. I'll brag about there. This drawer got drill bits, mini file sets, a thread file set, Snap-on 9/16. I use these on batteries on big trucks. This is kind of like for brake adjustments and stuff like that. Tap and die sets, screw extractor sets. These are OEM. Snap On brake spring tool. Some Napa extractor sets. File, easy red scraper, some old rusty files that's up in there. Just the old cheap scraper. Anyway, that's pretty much that drawer. This drawer is kind of the obsolete drawer other than the air hammer. Really nothing gets used in this drawer anymore. Got an old Ingersoll Rand, 1/2-inch drive impact. That thing's been a beast. It's done a lot of good work over the years. There's a CHI. This is an Ingersoll Rand Craftsman, 1/4-inch Craftsman. Piece of junk Harbor Freight saw that's not worth bringing home. Cut-off wheel. There's a 90-degree die grinder. This one's pretty nice. It's the long air cap, 4-inch cut-off tool. It's pretty nice. Anyway, that's pretty much all that's in this drawer. The Capri air hammer is a freaking awesome beast. If you guys are in the market for a air hammer, take a look at those Capris. They are bad to the bone. There should be a link in the description to those as well on Amazon. Here's kind of some bigger Chinese stuff that we need. A lot of times we'll need something and it's not worth buying, you know, an expensive tool to get some of the larger nuts off, and this is the kind of drawer we go to. This is what I used before I had any battery tools. Yes, it has a cord on it for you younger guys. That's something that actually plugs into the wall. That's a DeWalt 1/2-inch, pair of bolt cutters, heat gun. There's some puller sets, another 3/4-inch drive, pull bar down there, breaker bar, whatever you want to call it, a couple of old oil filter wrenches, and that's about it in that drawer. I'll go over here. This is kind of my tire drawer. These here are the Van Pliers Super Combo Shears. These are the shears that you guys will see me cutting pennies and nails, and I cut a Cornwell pick in half with them. They're just some amazing scissors. There's a link to that from Amazon to take you there, and you guys can purchase those. Sorry about that. Diesel's acting like an idiot. He's ready to go home. He says 5 o'clock, Daddy, let's go. Tire plugs, tire gauges, valve core gauges, or removal tools. This here is a really nice tool for you guys that do mini tires. If you have a valve core stripped out, you can put this in there and thread it in, and you can pull that joker out without having to remove the whole valve stem itself out of the tire, especially on big truck tires. Excuse me. Got some tire chalk, some paint pens. The Snap On air chuck is awesome. I highly recommend getting one of them. The only drawback to that, it will not work without a valve core in it. Some homemade tools to dig rocks, nails, whatever out of the tires. Teflon tape, air cutters, just common old junk. Tire gauges, blah, blah, blah. You guys know what all that is. And this is kind of like my adhesive and zip tie drawer. Of course, there's an O-ring kit, O-ring lube, the sonic weld junk, silicone, zip tie gun. This thing sucks. I don't even know why it's in here. That needs to go. Gorilla glue, duct tape. And this is kind of like the junk drawer, measuring drawer, whatever you want to call it. Digital calipers, digital thermometer, some brushes, magnifying glass, because I'm getting old and I can't see part numbers very well, especially on seals. This goes to calibrate my scales on my AC machine. A couple more power cords for my Snap-on lights and stuff. Razor blades, Loctite tape, and that stuff's pretty nice. Some more O-ring lube, some fingernail polish I use to mark airlines and whatnot with. But that's that drawer. A big old bottom drawer down here. This is what I use to keep my comfort grips looking all nice and sexy. This Citrol is some amazing stuff. Spray it on a rag, wipe it off. They'll get it all off there. It don't matter how bad it is. I use those and tub of towels religiously. I should have stock in both of those companies as medium as I go through, because if I use a ratchet, and it's put on a roll cart to go back to the box, it will get wiped down with tub of towels and Citron. I use the Penetro 90 from Schaefer's for all of my impact stuff. I pretty much wipe down every tool with that when I get done with it. Of course, I got some McGuire's quick wax from the box, a couple of Ingersoll Rand batteries. This is a combustion leak tester kit, microfiber towels, another box of rubber gloves, the tight reach extension wrenches, and the sockets that go with them. But anyway, and of course I got my big truck on top and chargers and whatnot. So anyway, guys, that's what it is. That's my toolbox tour of both boxes. I still got a couple of roll carts that you guys hadn't seen in, but that's pretty much the gist of all my good stuff. Like always, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up, subscribe down here below, and we'll catch you guys next time. Y'all have a great one.